Another exotic offered within the campaign, the Hunter exotic boots, the Lucky Pants, work with a specific weapon class. Much like the Trick Sleeves, which were also offered during the campaign, the Lucky Pants provide a simple bonus to enhance a particular weapon's performance. The exotic perk on the Lucky Pants grants increased hand cannon ready speed and initial accuracy. Pretty straightforward bonus, and probably won't need much subclass tuning to get the most out of this exotic. Before we look at the build, the Lucky Pants come stock with a recovery mod, which is outstanding since hunters need all the recovery they can get. I tried to work a 656 stat build, but I'd always recommend making recovery the highest priority. So the Lucky Pants work exclusively with hand cannons, and that being the case, there are no direct ties to a particular subclass. I personally like to go with Gunslinger from running the Lucky Pants for a few reasons, mostly because Arcstrider and Night Stalker benefit more from Raid and Flux and Orpheus Rig respectively, but also because the Golden Gun Super is keeping the same hand cannon theme as the Lucky Pants. To complement the faster handling speed of hand cannons with Lucky Pants, I like to go with Marksman's Dodge to get a quick reload and minimize the downtime. In reality though, the potency of this build isn't going to come down to which subclass you use, it's going to be the weapons you choose. Lucky Pants works with hand cannons, so specking with 2 hand cannons will definitely get the most out of this exotic. Particular hand cannons I like to run with include Better Devils and Annual Skate, but other hand cannons like True Prophecy and the Minuet 42 also work quite well. So now that we've got a build, let's take this out and do some testing to see what the Lucky Pants actually does. Immediately after swapping to a hand cannon, you will trigger the illegally modded holster perk, which grants about 2 seconds of improved accuracy and a faster draw time. You can physically see the crosshairs of your hand cannon widen after the perk has worn off, and there does seem to be an internal cooldown on this perk, since by rapidly swapping between hand cannons will not refresh the buff if it hasn't cooled down yet. I could already tell from the description, but it was definitely confirmed by using it in Strikes and Patrols, that the Lucky Pants are not a PvE exotic at all. Even by using 2 hand cannons, spacing out their swap times to constantly trigger the exotic perk, and utilising Marksman's Dodge to keep them topped off wasn't nearly enough to make me want to use them in PvE. Having a faster ready speed and initial accuracy on hand cannons is obviously not a bad thing to have, but to dedicate an exotic slot to it is counterproductive in that environment. Even if you really love to use hand cannons in PvE, I would still suggest going with something else, and dealing with the slower handling and the poorer initial accuracy. So PvP is definitely going to be the place to use the Lucky Pants. Even though I recommended using 2 hand cannons to get the most out of the exotic perk, in the Crucible, I would rather just use 1 hand cannon, so I'm not going all in with that build. Running something like Better Devils and a sidearm like Last Hope is a decent configuration, since you'll be prepared for most encounters at close to mid-range and very close range. Crucible is obviously a different experience to PvE, since getting the initial shot on someone and having a faster weapon ready speed can be the difference between winning and losing a fight. If you're a good shot with hand cannons and like to use your energy weapon quite a bit, then the Lucky Pants are going to help you with your game. While I'm not the biggest fan of hand cannons in the Crucible right now, since I feel like they're outclassed by other options like autos and scouts, the Lucky Pants are probably the best choice for anyone who likes to use hand cannons in the Crucible. But outside of Crucible, I'll suggest using anything else. So what do you guys think of the Lucky Pants? Do you consider them worth using with hand cannons in the Crucible? Let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, guys.